Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Speaking Nerds channel. We are so genuinely thrilled that you chose to spend this time with us today. I'm your host, Maya.
And I'm John. And if this is your first time here, welcome home. Seriously, welcome to your new favorite place to improve your English. This is where we take real, everyday English, the kind people actually use, and we break it down in a way that just makes sense. No stiff textbook language, no boring drills, just real, confident, expressive English.
And that is exactly what we are about. So whether you've been with us from the very beginning or you just stumbled across this video today, we are so happy you are here. You made a great choice.
Now, before we get into today's topic, we have one small but very important request. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do it right now. Just look for that subscribe button and hit it. Then turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an episode. We pour our hearts into every single video we make, and we make them for you. So please be part of this community. Subscribe, and let's grow together.
We mean that with everything we have. Every subscriber, every like, every comment, it genuinely keeps us going. So if this channel has ever helped you, please show us some love right now by hitting that like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the absolute world to us.
Okay, now let's get into today's topic because it is a beautiful one.
Today, we are talking about how to discuss your Ramadan routine in English. Whether you are Muslim yourself and you want to describe your Ramadan experience to English-speaking friends, colleagues, or classmates, or whether you're a learner who simply wants to understand this topic better, this episode is going to be incredibly useful.
This topic comes up more than people realize. In workplaces, in schools, in casual conversations, people ask about Ramadan all the time. And having the right words to explain it naturally, confidently, and beautifully in English, that is a real skill.
So today, we are going to give you the vocabulary, the expressions, the structures, and the example conversations you need to talk about your Ramadan routine like a fluent English speaker.
Let's start with vocabulary, because this is your foundation. To talk about any topic well in English, you need the right words, and Ramadan has a rich set of words, some of them Arabic that carry over into English, and some of them pure English vocabulary for describing the experience.
Let's go through them one by one with examples you can actually use. First, fasting. This is the core English word for the act of not eating or drinking. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn to sunset. Fasting teaches you discipline and gratitude. The noun is fast or fasting, and the verb is to fast. I've been fasting for 20 years during Ramadan. This is the most important word on our list today. Make sure you're comfortable using it.
Next, suhoor. This is the pre-dawn meal that Muslims eat before the fast begins. In English conversations, you can use the word suhoor directly. Most people in English-speaking countries are familiar with it, but you can also explain it as the pre-dawn meal or the early morning meal before fasting. I woke up at 4 in the morning for suhoor. Suhoor is usually a light but filling meal to prepare you for the day.
Next, iftar. This is the meal that breaks the fast at sunset. Again, the word iftar is widely understood, but you can also call it the fast-breaking meal or the evening meal to break the fast. My favorite part of the day is iftar. The whole family comes together. We usually break our fast with dates and water before having a bigger meal. That phrase, break the fast, is very natural and very commonly used in English.
Speaking of which, to break the fast, this is the English expression for ending your fast at iftar time. What time do you break your fast today? We broke our fast at 7:15 this evening. This phrase is natural, common, and sounds great.
Next word, dawn and dusk. These are the English words for the beginning and end of the fasting window. Dawn is the first light of morning, just before sunrise. Dusk is the fading light of evening, just after sunset. Muslims fast from dawn to dusk during Ramadan. You can also say from sunrise to sunset, which is slightly less precise but equally understood.
Then self-discipline.
This is a very powerful phrase in English for describing the mental and spiritual side of fasting. Ramadan teaches incredible self-discipline. Fasting isn't just physical, it requires real self-discipline of the mind. Native speakers really respect this phrase because it shows character and depth.
Another key word is spiritual. This describes something relating to the soul, faith, or inner life, as opposed to physical or material. Ramadan is a deeply spiritual time for me. Beyond the fasting, it's the spiritual reflection that I value most. The noun is spirituality. Ramadan strengthens my spirituality every year.
And reflection and gratitude. These two words come up constantly when people describe their Ramadan experience in English. Reflection means thinking deeply about your life, your choices, your values. Gratitude means thankfulness, appreciating what you have. Ramadan is a month of reflection and gratitude. Fasting makes me feel genuine gratitude for the food and water I have access to every day.
Next, community and togetherness. These describe the social, collective experience of Ramadan, sharing iftar with family and friends, praying together, giving to others. What I love most about Ramadan is the sense of community. There's a beautiful feeling of togetherness when you're fasting alongside millions of people around the world.
And finally, for our vocabulary list, charity and generosity. Ramadan is deeply connected to giving. In English, charity means giving to those in need, and generosity is the quality of being giving and kind. During Ramadan, charity becomes a daily practice. The generosity of the community during this month is truly inspiring.
Now that we have our vocabulary, let's talk about structure. How do you actually walk someone through your day during Ramadan in English? Because people will ask. A coworker might say, "So what does your day look like during Ramadan?" And you want to answer in a way that's clear, natural, and interesting.
The key is to use time sequencing language, phrases that guide the listener through your day step by step. Let's go through these.
First thing in the morning, or before sunrise, use these to describe suhoor. First thing in the morning, before sunrise, I have suhoor. That's the pre-dawn meal. I try to eat something filling but not too heavy, like eggs or oats, because I know I won't be eating again until evening.
Throughout the day, use this to describe how you manage the fasting hours. Throughout the day, I avoid food and water and try to stay focused on work and prayer. It gets challenging in the afternoon, especially if the days are long, but it's also when I feel most spiritually grounded.
As the sun sets, or by the time evening comes, use these to lead into iftar. As the sun sets, the whole family gathers around the table. We traditionally break our fast with a date and a glass of water before we pray before sitting down for the main meal.
After iftar, use this for the evening routine. After iftar, we often have tea and sweets and just spend time together. It's one of the most relaxed, warm parts of the day.
Later in the night, use this for Taraweeh prayers or other nighttime Ramadan activities. Later in the night, I go to the mosque for Taraweeh prayers. It's a long prayer, but it's also something I look forward to. It's calming and deeply meaningful. And by the end of the month, use this to describe the overall arc of Ramadan and how you feel at the end. By the end of the month, I always feel like a reset has happened, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. It's hard to explain, but Ramadan genuinely changes the way I see things.
Now, let's put everything together in a real conversation. This is how discussing your Ramadan routine might sound in a natural, everyday English setting.
Let's say two colleagues, one is observing Ramadan, one is curious and asking about it. I'll be Lila, who is fasting. John will be David, her coworker.
Hey, Lila. I hope I'm not being nosy, but are you fasting today? I noticed you didn't come to the lunchroom.
No, not at all. Yes, I'm fasting. It's Ramadan right now, so I fast from dawn to sunset every day this month.
Wow. So you don't eat or drink anything the whole day?
That's right. No food, no water, nothing from before sunrise until sunset. It sounds intense, and honestly, the first few days are an adjustment. But your body gets used to it. And by the second week, it actually feels quite natural.
That's incredible. What time do you have to wake up to eat before the fast starts?
So early. I've been waking up around 4 in the morning for what we call suhoor. That's the pre-dawn meal. I try to eat something with protein and drink a lot of water to prepare for the day. Then the fast starts and doesn't end until about 7:30 in the evening right now.
That's a long time. Do you find it hard to concentrate at work?
It depends on the day, honestly. The mornings are usually fine. I feel quite clear-headed, actually. The mid-afternoon stretch is the toughest, when you're tired and a little hungry. But I find that Ramadan actually trains my focus in a way. You can't turn to food or coffee when you need a break, so you just push through, and it builds a lot of self-discipline.
I never thought of it that way. Is it just about not eating, or is there more to it?
Oh, there's so much more to it. The fasting is really just one part. Ramadan is a deeply spiritual month. It's about reflection, gratitude, giving more to charity, being more patient and kind. You try to become a better version of yourself, not just physically, but in how you treat people. I genuinely look forward to it every year.
That's beautiful. And what happens when you break the fast? What's that like?
Iftar, that's what we call the fast-breaking meal, is honestly one of my favorite moments of the whole year. The whole family comes together. We traditionally start with a date and water, which is a really lovely ritual. And then we pray, and then we sit down for a big meal together. There's this incredible sense of togetherness. Everyone's been fasting all day, and then you all sit together and eat. It's warm, it's celebratory. It's hard to describe, but it feels like a small victory every evening.
I love that. Do you go out for iftar sometimes?
Yes, that's another great thing about Ramadan. Restaurants often have special iftar menus, and friends and extended family take turns hosting. There's a lot of generosity in the community during this month. People invite you, feed you, take care of you. It's a wonderful time socially.
Does the month end with something special?
Yes, Eid al-Fitr. It's the celebration at the end of Ramadan. After a whole month of fasting, you celebrate with your family, wear nice clothes, give gifts, and eat all day. It's a joyful, beautiful holiday. The contrast with the fasting month makes it feel very special.
Thank you for explaining all of this, Lila. I feel like I understand it so much better now.
I'm really glad. I always love when people ask. It's a meaningful part of my life, and I'm happy to share it.
And that is what a natural, fluent conversation about your Ramadan routine sounds like. Did you notice how Lila used the vocabulary naturally throughout? Fasting, suhoor, iftar, self-discipline, spiritual, reflection, gratitude, togetherness, generosity?
She also explained things clearly for someone who didn't know much about Ramadan, without over-explaining or being condescending. That balance is really important in real conversations.
Now, let's talk about something that elevates your English from good to great. Describing not just what you do, but how you feel about it. English speakers love when you share your inner experience, not just the facts.
Here are some phrases to describe the emotional and spiritual experience of Ramadan. It's a month I genuinely look forward to every year. This shows warmth and positive feeling, not just, I like Ramadan, but genuine anticipation.
There's something grounding about it. Grounding means it connects you to what's real and important. There's something grounding about the routine of fasting. It simplifies life in a beautiful way.
It's challenging, but in a way that feels meaningful. This is a very mature, expressive way to acknowledge difficulty without complaining. Fasting is challenging, but in a way that feels meaningful. You're choosing to struggle, and that choice has purpose.
I never thought of it that way. This means it helps you see what really matters. Going without food for a day really puts things in perspective. You realize how much you take for granted.
I feel a sense of renewal by the end of it. Renewal means feeling refreshed and restored, like a new beginning. By the end of Ramadan, I always feel a deep sense of renewal, like I've reset myself for the year ahead.
Use this when you're about to describe something deeply personal or spiritual that's difficult to put into words. It's hard to explain, but fasting creates a kind of mental clarity that I don't experience at any other time of year.
The community aspect is what I cherish most. Cherish means to deeply value and love. It's a beautiful word. I cherish the iftar gatherings. Bringing everyone together around the table is irreplaceable.
Let's quickly go through some common mistakes learners make when talking about this topic in English. Mistake number 1, saying, I am doing fasting, instead of I'm fasting. The verb to fast doesn't need the word doing in front of it. Just say, I'm fasting. Simple, clean, correct. I'm fasting today. She's been fasting since dawn.
Mistake number 2, saying I break my breakfast instead of I break my fast. This is a common mix-up. Breakfast is actually a separate word. It comes from breaking the fast in the morning, but we don't say break my breakfast. The correct phrase is I break my fast at sunset. We broke our fast with dates and water.
Mistake number 3, overusing the word holy to describe everything. While Ramadan is indeed considered holy, don't just say holy month, holy night, holy food for everything. Vary your language. Use sacred, spiritual, meaningful, significant, blessed. Ramadan is a sacred month of reflection. Laylatul Qadr is the most spiritually significant night of the year.
Mistake number 4, forgetting to explain culturally specific words. When you say suhoor or iftar or tarawih to someone unfamiliar with Ramadan, always add a brief explanation. I wake up for suhoor. That's the pre-dawn meal before fasting begins. You don't have to over-explain, but a one-phrase clarification makes you a much better communicator.
Mistake number 5, using we don't eat when you mean we fast. These are slightly different in English. We don't eat is technically true, but sounds very plain. We fast carries the meaning of a purposeful spiritual practice, not just skipping a meal. During Ramadan, we fast from dawn to dusk. Sounds far more expressive and accurate than we don't eat.
People will ask you questions about Ramadan. Let's prepare you for the most common ones with model answers you can adapt.
Question 1. Do you really not drink water either?
A natural answer: yes, that's right. The fast includes water as well. It can be tough, especially on hot days or when I'm exercising, but honestly, you adapt more than you'd expect. The discipline becomes its own reward.
Question 2. Doesn't fasting affect your work or energy?
It does require some adjustment, especially in the first week. The afternoons can be tiring, but I've found that fasting actually sharpens my focus in a way. When you remove the distraction of food and snacking, you often get more done. And knowing there's a meaningful reason behind the discomfort helps enormously.
Question 3. What's your favorite part of Ramadan?
Without a doubt, iftar. There's something so special about that moment when the sun sets and you sit down to eat with the people you love. After a whole day of fasting, even simple food tastes extraordinary. It's a moment of gratitude and celebration all at once.
Question 4. How long does Ramadan last?
Ramadan lasts for one lunar month, either 29 or 30 days, depending on the moon. And because it's based on the lunar calendar, it moves about 10 or 11 days earlier each year. So some years it falls in winter with shorter fasting days, and other years in summer with very long ones.
Question 5. Does everyone have to fast?
It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam, so it's an obligation for adult Muslims who are physically able. But there are exceptions. People who are ill, pregnant, traveling, or elderly may be exempt, or can make up the days later. It's a very thoughtful system. The focus is on spiritual intention, not just physical performance.
Let's do a quick practice round before we wrap up. I'll give Maya a prompt, she answers, then we switch.
Ready?
Describe your morning during Ramadan in 2 or 3 sentences.
Before sunrise, I wake up for suhoor. I usually have something filling, like eggs or lentils, and make sure to drink plenty of water. Then I make my intention to fast for the day and watch the dawn arrive. There's something peaceful about those quiet early morning hours that I genuinely love.
Beautiful. Now, how would you explain iftar to someone who has never heard of it?
Iftar is the meal we have at sunset to break our fast. It's a wonderful tradition. We usually start with dates and water, which is a lovely ritual, and then gather for a full meal with family. It's one of the most joyful and communal moments of the entire month.
Perfect. Now my turn. Express how Ramadan makes you feel overall using a personal opinion phrase. From my perspective, Ramadan is the most meaningful month of the year. It strips away the noise of everyday life and reminds me of what actually matters: faith, family, gratitude, and generosity. I come out of it every year feeling genuinely renewed.
That is exactly how fluent, expressive English sounds on this topic. Personal, specific, warm, and confident.
Let's wrap up with your key takeaways from today.
Number 1, master your core vocabulary. Words like fasting, suhoor, iftar, break the fast, spiritual, self-discipline, reflection, gratitude, togetherness, and generosity will carry you through any conversation about Ramadan in English.
Number 2, use time sequencing language to describe your routine. Phrases like before sunrise, throughout the day, as the sun sets, and after iftar. Make your explanation clear and easy to follow.
Number 3, go beyond the facts. Talk about how Ramadan feels. Use phrases like, it puts things in perspective, there's something grounding about it, and I feel a sense of renewal. This is what makes your English truly expressive.
Number 4, avoid the common mistakes. Say, I am fasting, not I am doing fasting. Say, I break my fast, not I break my breakfast. Use varied descriptive language instead of just wholly for everything.
Number 5, be ready for questions. The answers we practice today will help you speak naturally and confidently, whether you're at work, at school, or just chatting with a friend.
Now it's your turn. In the comments below, write 3 to 4 sentences describing your Ramadan routine. Or if you don't observe Ramadan, write what you found most interesting about learning this topic today. Use the vocabulary and phrases from this episode. We read every single comment, and we absolutely love seeing you practice.
And if this episode helped you even a little, please give it a thumbs up right now. Share it with a friend who is learning English. Send it to your family group, your study circle, your WhatsApp chat. Every share reaches one more learner who needs it, and that matters so much to us.
And if you have not subscribed yet, please, we are asking you sincerely, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. We make this content because we believe in you. We believe you can speak English with joy, with fluency, with genuine confidence. And we are here every single step of the way.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, keep practicing, and remember, your story, your culture, your experience, it deserves to be told in every language, including English. Find your words, use them boldly.
See you next time.
Ramadan Mubarak to everyone observing, and to everyone watching, thank you for being here. You've absolutely got this.